funneling consciousness down, transmuting accumulated density and traveling with faith. May 7, 2013. Continuing to show dedication to your ongoing spiritual path will see you well on your way, now and in the time ahead. You are growing into purer aspects of the ultimate oversoul consciousness that is you, and along this process you will encounter some discomfort along the way that we hope to be able to assist you with in any moment. To those extents, we work far beyond issuing our communications for the collective of humanity to absorb and hopefully benefit from. We are working from a myriad of different positions on the ascension of your Earth and on the awakening of each and every dear Earth soul who is still stuck in the limitations of the third dimension. These limitations have, of course, been necessary for your growth as a soul, and while people on your world with negative intents and agendas have been trying to keep them fed and enforced on a collective level, your collective is now more than ready to grow out of them, and this will become apparent as the demand and drive to realize change and release truth is strengthened upon your evolving planet exponentially. More will become open. Every one of you is feeding your thoughts and emotions into a grid of collective energy, and the energies given out by the bulk of humanity are taken and used to determine what is to manifest next on the world stage. This has indeed been said and repeated nearly endlessly, and we repeat this for those who are just beginning to tune into our communications and absorb them. The awakening of the Earth is gaining strength in every moment, and along with this is coming the increased understanding in each and every earthly soul of the illusion that has been cast over their eyes, minds and hearts. More souls upon your dear Earth will begin to become open to the messages and inspiration Spirit has been giving you all, and when it is understood that those on your world who seem to have been opened up the most or have tapped into a greater truth or understanding about your existence have dipped into something that is easily accessible to all, prophets and saints will number in the billions on your dear planet. Every soul throughout your history who has been opened up and who has helped to lead so many dear souls on your planet into standing up for their rights and proclaiming their freedom and sovereignty, has in many cases come to the Earth to fulfill a specific mission of awakening the Earth public. These souls have found and tapped into a pure truth of understanding that can truly be accessed and known by every soul on your world, and again, when this is known, you can expect the entire Earth public to be quite awakened and knowledgeable about every facet of your existence as spiritual beings. You have always been of Spirit. You have always been comprised of the infinite and infallible energy of Spirit. It is simply that you have taken on dense physical human bodies in an effort to experience the lower dimensions of consciousness you had created from the higher realms you existed in. And the purpose of the incarnation of many of you beyond awakening the Earth public has been to experience the Earth yourselves and gain a glimpse of understanding of what that experience is like. Gain a glimpse you have, and we can indeed say that you have gained much more than a simple glimpse into the mechanics of the Earth experience. Every one of you have been exposed to the lower dimensions of the Earth in quite bold and intense ways, and have for the most part come out of your experience unscathed, as you have proven to be able to open up to the higher realms and the impressions of we souls existing in these realms, despite the extreme nature to which density has been the rule of the day on the planet you exist on. The surface of the Earth has been reflecting the density and negativity put out by humanity, but below the Earth's surface lay ascended realms that you will be introduced to. Indeed, there are ascended realms within your Earth, and we consult with the millions of ascended beings accompanying those realms, quite routinely. We are all interconnected and united as facets of an ultimate grand oversoul of consciousness, and again, you are all aspects of this consciousness as well, and those who have opened up to their abilities to channel specific beings and collectives have indeed opened up to specific parts of themselves. As we are all one in the eyes of Source. We all originate from Source. We have all come from the same loving Creator who has allowed us to experience the lower realms wherein illusory separation from our Creator is prevalent, and while we specifically do not exist in your lower realms, we are as close to them as we can be so that we can help each one of you along your earthly experience. Like many of you, we have come from dimensions naturally purer than those we currently exist in. We have allowed ourselves to funnel our consciousness down and exist in more distorted realms that we have previously grown away from, in an effort to assist the Earth and the universe in the ongoing evolution occurring. Every one of you can be and have been instrumental in accelerating the collective evolution of the Earth, and you have numerous guides surrounding you in every moment and helping you along your specific life paths. While your missions have revolved around experiencing the Earth and bringing light to her surface, you have gained much more of an understanding than you could have comprehended from the higher realms, about the lower dimensional experience and everything that drives such an experience. We note that you have begun to see the manner in which the lower dimensions thrive. You have begun to learn that your actions in the lower dimensions, while not being controlled in the sense of violating your free will always garner a reaction for you to experience. You are learning and understanding that the concrete, physical reality around you does not have to be so concrete and physical, and that you can actually shift and change events in your lives to reflect the existence you wish to be living. Shaking off accumulated density. We urge those of you who are in the midst of enacting spiritual disciplines to allow such disciplines to be enacted, because the need for them could not be stronger and your garnering of enlightenment is to be aided more than you could possibly know when every last bit of earthly residue still fed during your Earth experience is fully realized for what it is, and transmuted as a result. We are confident in your ability to shake off every last bit of accumulated density you've garnered as a result of your Earth experience, and while dense energies are accumulating in every moment that need transmuted and released, the bulk of the dense energy you have held within is, for the most part, now being realized and transmuted as you continue along your life paths and continue to find great strides and revelations concerning your personal existence. We are able to make such general predictions about the life paths of each of you, because humanity as a collective is moving along a similar collective life plan. Of course, your ascension experience is unique and individual to you, but there are certain elements of your collective experience that are easily predictable because, while separation has reigned on your world for so very long, you all have much more in common than many on your world think. You are meant to be running your world in a collective fashion and in one that generates freedom for every soul involved, and this is why much of humanity has been put into positions of serving the souls who would preside over you forever if the widespread awakening that is taking place were not coming about on your world. Darkness is no longer the prevalent influence. The dark forces have been working overtime to see their influence become the prevalent established influence on your world as it once was. And while a plethora of souls on your world are still feeding the states of density and unconsciousness and the resulting actions that keep you collectively held back from the pure realms you are growing toward, the impetus that has been shown in much of the awakening community to enact change in their personal lives that reflect the new paradigm you wish to enter is seeing the collective vibrations lighten sufficiently as you continue along your valiant missions. Each one of you are learning and growing your way through the lessons you have set out for yourselves to learn, and we ask for you not to forget the active and steady line you possess to the higher realms whenever an absence of light leads you to feeling that darkness and density are prevalent all around you. Indeed they are not. It is simply that they will convince you they are as the illusion tests your ability to remain in your ever-important higher dimensional center. Humanity will collectively find this center we speak of, and for you dear souls, this will come about in the form of being able to act respectful and loving toward one another as you learn to treat each other as you wish to be treated. The Golden Rule is a very real and established law to live by, dearest souls, and when your entire collective can feel and understand the need for you to treat each other with love and respect, the peace and balance that will be attained will help navigate you into your brimming galactic future. You are growing into your future increasingly as many of you work to help lighten the collective vibrations and awaken the public, and we ask you to ease into the roles you are finding develop for yourselves. Your focus is required. Your focus is required for each of the tasks that are now set out before you, and we and so many others will always cheer you on from the sidelines and do anything we can in every moment to help you find the higher dimensional clarity and willingness to assist in the Earth's ascension that you have come to the Earth with. You are also very excited to make your ways to the Earth, and yes, We are indeed aware that we have repeated this truth. We repeat it because we want as many of you as possible to know and understand the brimming excitement you possess before making your ways to the earth, because despite the difficulty you knew you were to experience, you also knew that you would be able to do what you are now doing. While many in the higher realms did not initially agree that you would be able to awaken and find the higher realms upon the surface of the earth in the exponential manner that you now have, you have been able to far surpass our expectations, and in doing so, you have helped enormously to create and build upon a revolution of love and light that is flooding your planet and helping influence the minds and hearts of so many dear souls who were being activated for their greater missions at this time. Even when you feel as if you are faltering along your life paths, or as if the events piling up around you seem to be too much, you are and will forever be a brimming higher dimensional entity of pure source energy, and no temporary mishaps or difficulty can take that from you. Upon realizing and fully understanding your nature as spiritual beings, your entire perception of the existence around you will begin to change. For many of you, this change has come about in a gradual manner indeed, and for most of you, your growth has been ongoing throughout the thousands of lives you have taken upon the surface of the earth. Traveling through the ascension portal with faith. Some of you have been able to breeze through your evolution in a very rapid manner, and every one of you are experiencing your life paths in a very intensified and sped up phase as you collectively prepare to enter the ascension portal, after finding out so very many things about your reality that will unravel the illusion and help awaken so many dear lost souls upon the surface of your world. The ascension portal has remained open for as many souls as possible to begin to enter, and while many of you have had your foot in this portal for some time now, we ask you to take a leap of faith, as you would call it, and jump on into these realms to see what they have to offer. Faith does not have to be based in naivety, and faith can in fact be quite helpful for one along their path of discovering brimming realms existing just beyond their perception. Faith has helped a great many souls to navigate through their earth experience, and when finding out the true nature of existence, faith helps one quite largely to be guided onward toward purer dimensions of consciousness and experience. We ask for you to imagine, attempt to feel and radiate the vibrations accompanying a true fifth-dimensional experience. While it may be difficult for some of you to imagine such an experience because you don't yet remember what it is like to be in the realms of the fifth dimension, a simple request to feel their brimming vibrations will help you to gain an inkling of what they feel like. Download after download of continually pure energy leading you onward to the fifth dimension will continue to be made known, which is why we ask you to make your attempts to connect to this energy as routinely as possible and to feel and radiate it, for your power when doing so is great indeed. As we make our final impressions for this communication, we note with brimming delight the massive, widespread awakening taking place, and we issue our thanks to each of you who have diligently performed your roles in helping anchor the light unto the surface of the lower dimensional earth. Our missions are certainly not done yet, but we have made it so very far, and together, we will only continue to help a plethora of lower dimensional planets to evolve, far after the ascension of the Earth has taken place. Thank you to the Hathors of Earth's solar astral planes. Channeled by Wesanak. Wesanak.com. AquariusParadigm.com